Hi everybody, look what has arrived for me today, early this morning. Well, I'm going to open it up, of course, with you. I can't do it without you. I always promise that I open my new decks when they come in with my viewers. I've wanted this for about a year because they're quite new. I think they were published in... Well, let's have a look. They're about 1999 in American dollars, and this is the Believe in Your Own Magic. And I thought that was really magical. To believe in yourself. Yes, you are magic. By Amanda Lovelace. The artwork is by JANAINA MEDEIROS. So I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong. JANAINA Medeiros. I think it's Spanish or Italian. And I'm going to take off the plastic. There's 45 cards. There we go. It looks like matte finish. The boxes anyway. That is what the front looks like. That's what the side look like. Okay. Two-time Goodreads Choice Award-winning poet and US Today best-selling author Amanda Lovelace presents Believe in Your Own Magic, a stunning new oracle deck based on her celebrated poetry series. Women are some kind of magic, where the art of fairy tale illustrator JANAINA MEDEIROS. Each card offers daily messages of empowerment to stir your inner princess, witch or mermaid, while the highly accessible guidebook offers further insight whenever you are in need of some inspiration or validation. This deck will be there to help you believe in your own magic. Perfect for beginners and suitable for practitioners at every skill level. And then you get some examples on what the cards look like. And the box contains a compact box, 45 fully colored cards, illustrated guide. And it's by Andrew McMeel Publishing. It is $19.99, and the ISBN number I'll leave below. Now, what I like about this is that it's a square box, not a magnet box, so they've cut out an opening so that you can hold on, and that is what I definitely think a lot of companies should do. With my Lenormand, I'm always struggling to get the lid off the box, especially because it's a tight fit. It's brown inside. It's packed away with protection sheet, which is really, it shows already the care that's gone into it. That is the backings. Now, I don't see the guidebook, so that is strange. "45 coloured cards, illustrated guidebook." So I don't have the guidebook. So that is strange. Oh, is it stuck? Hang on. Yes, it is in there. It's stuck. Oh dear. There you go. It's a very thin guidebook. So that was really tight. I thought it looked like the bottom. And we've got books by Amanda Lovelace, The Woman and Some Kind of Magic. The Princess Saves Herself in this one. The Witch Doesn't Burn in this one. The Mermaid's Voice Returns in this one. Those are the other books that she's apparently written. Slay Those Dragons, a journal for writing your own story. The Things That Haunt Geologity, duology, so I've never heard of that word before, to make monsters out of girls, to drink coffee with a ghost. Also, she's written the You Are Your Own Fairy Tale series, Break Your Glass Slippers. So those are some of the things that Amanda Lovelace has written. I know I saw somebody having a book with the poems in, and that reflect to these cards, and they're quite nice poems. So you can get the poem book that will also support inextensively with that. Introduction. For much of my childhood, my mother collected tarot cards as well as oracle cards. I found myself simultaneously fascinated and intimidated by the idea of them. Any time I considered learning how to read them, the same negative self-talk circled around inside my head. You are not a psychic enough for this, and you definitely need to be psychic to read the cards. Regardless, what takes others 50 minutes of studying takes you weeks. To shield yourself from a disappointment, I threw the towel in before I bothered to make an honest attempt. Some nights I slept with tarot cards tucked underneath my pillow, hoping I would somehow magically absorb their intricate meanings. As you can probably guess, it never worked, and it broke my young heart in two pieces. My dreams were more vivid than ever, though. Looking back, I was halfway on the right track. You should absolutely find your ways to connect with your deck on a regular basis, especially in the beginning, but physically handling them and emotionally bonding with them is where the real work comes in. I just need to take the next step. Instead, I let fear get in my way. In the years after, I never stopped being drawn to certain decks in daily travels, and this resonates with me like nobody's business. Okay? If this were the set of a Harry Potter's movie, the core of my wand would immediately connect with the core of the deck's wand. Our energies inexplicably drawn together. Walking away from them often felt like I was ignoring my life purpose. Thanks to the online tarot and witch communities, I finally discovered that you don't need to memorize a single card meaning in order to use a tarot or oracle deck, nor do you need to have any sort of psychic ability technically. All you need is your intuition and nothing else, and luckily that lies within each of us. Finally, I could set my fear aside. Now, that being said, there are communities on media channels and people that read tarot. They stick by tarot, and that's what I call gatekeepers. And if you read the pictures intuitively, they say you're not a reader. I think that's so discriminating and hurtful. The same with Lenormand. And what she's saying on that page just totally resonates with me, and I don't like people like discriminating or saying you're not a tarot reader if you do tarot and Lenormand together. So I'm glad that she has brought that up, because that's why I'm mentioning it. Don't get, excuse me, my voice keeps on going. Don't get disheartened or put down by other people's comments. Even me, I try to help people on these channels. They ask for help, and they just take a photo of 2-3 cards and give a question. Is he coming back or is she coming back? We've been split up for 4 years. Are they coming back? So, guys, get real. Is somebody coming back after 4 years? No. It's more like the Five of Cups. You're thinking about the time past. You have to get a life. Those kind of people have to get a life as well, I think. I'm speaking my mind now in a review, and I shouldn't do this. I'm not getting paid to do these reviews. I've bought this deck on Amazon, so that I like sharing things. I want to take the fear away from everybody that wants to read an oracle or would like to start tarot or Lenormand. Don't get disheartened. Listen to your intuition. That is the message, and nothing is wrong. Those gatekeepers are wrong because it's just, actually it's a mirror image. They are scared that other people don't need them anymore for their advice. Listen to your own intuition. Get a deck like this. This deck is so beautiful, so innocent, but yet real and not airy-fairy in the answers. That's why I like this deck, and it is modern. So don't listen to anybody that says you can't be a reader or you're not a reader. You are a reader in your own right, because you're listening to your interpretation of the colors or the figures or what you see on a card, and your intuition is activated. Just believe that, okay? And yes, I turned to a friend of mine who is also a reader, and she does it intuitively. She says you shouldn't take any notice. Even after 45, 50 years of reading cards, it still hurts me. So believe in yourself, okay? I did one of the most important things a person can do. Believe in themselves. And I've just said that to you. I told you my story. With Believe in Your Own Magic, based on my best-selling Women Are Some Kind of Magic Poetry series, I want you to do just that. As with my books, I try to make this deck and guidebook as accessible as possible. You'll notice each card has an intended meaning written on it already. Nice and straightforward. If you need more insight, this book is here to help you gain a new perspective. Let's explore the inner magic together. Laced with love, Amanda. Wait for the difference between the tarot cards and the oracle card. Okay, well, if you want to know the difference between tarot and oracle, tarot is a system, oracle is also another system, but it is totally different. It's more like a suggestion or like a word, keyword with something written underneath it in some decks. So let it go. What is what your intuition says? Is tarot or Lenormand or oracle your system? Okay, but just keep on using your intuition. What's your intention with this oracle deck, Amanda? At the end of the day, you may use this deck or cards any way you see fit. Personally, I created this deck with the intention of providing you with daily messages of empowerment whenever you're in need of some inspiration or validation. This deck will be there to help you to believe in your own magic. I sometimes like to display my card, whether it be on my altar, my desk, or next to my bed. That's the way I'm more apt to live my life intentionally, with the card's message constantly taking up space in my subconscious. Thanks. How do I use this deck? So this goes into how to use the deck. Why no reverse meanings? Well, I didn't create reverse meanings because they usually associate with the opposite meaning of the upright card and therefore perceived as evil or foreboding. Remember, the cards are here to help you, not to scare you in any way. If you still wish to use the reverse card meanings, I certainly won't stop you. No. Well, it is that's a nice way of saying it, because if you do have a card for the day, you want a positive thought, reset your mind and carry that positive thought and not the negative thought. Reverse can also activate negative thoughts. So stay positive, but stay real. Can I ask the deck any questions? Yes, you can. Of course you can. While I suggest using this deck for daily empowerments, it doesn't have an end there. It can be used to answer any questions you have within reason. A word of warning, I don't recommend asking questions with a yes or no answer. The point of the card isn't to be all-knowing and definitive. And let's face it, you'll need to pull more than one card in order to more deeply understand the yes or no. Instead of asking, will I fail my upcoming exam, ask how can I best prepare for my upcoming exam. See the difference? Okay, that said, what other questions do you suggest I ask? So there are examples there. Are we done here? Almost. Every message you find within these cards is something you really know deep down. Sometimes we just have to have it spelled out to us so we can confirm our deepest gut feelings. That's your intuition. Don't redraw the card if it seems confusing, obviously, or beside the point. No matter what, it's the card you need, even if you don't know it yet. Trust the wisdom brought to you from your own inner princess, witch or mermaid. And then it goes on to the cards. So we've got the princess card, the evil queen, the tower, mirror, dragons. So let's go in the back. There's a letter of the author about the author. Amanda Lovelace is an author of the celebrated Women Are Some Kind of Magic series. Somehow she's also the two-timed winner of the Goodreads Choice Award, the Best Poetry, as well as the USA Today and Published Weekly bestseller. When she isn't reading, writing, or drinking as much needed cup of coffee, you can find her casting spells from her home in a very small town on the New Jersey shore. And then about the artist. Okay, well, I'll leave that up to you. And then you've got all the splurge. Let me see. I don't see a date of publishing, but they're fairly new. I think it might be being published in 2019 for the first time. 2020. The artwork copyright 2020. So it's a year old. So that's nice to know. Now the sun is shining again, so I'm going to put the blind down. Right, so there you are. Then we won't have any sun shining on the cards because then you can't see it. Now I'm going to enlarge the pictures. Okay, right. There you go. Just put that aside. Let's see. Okay. Right, that's the ribbon is still around it. And there we go. You saw the backs. And I'm going to do it like this. Princess, number 1. You can be your own knight. Yes, she's got the sword here and the shield. Protect yourself. It's beautiful. There you go. It's beautiful pink. And this is the card that caught me, and this one, because of her tights, stripy tights. She looks lovely. You've got the evil queen. You deserve sugar, not salt. Yes, everybody deserves a little bit of sweetness in their life. Okay. Tower, unplug and relax for a spell. And what I also like is the modern drawing, loose hair, and also the backpack, very modern, the nails, They don't have to be witch nails, but everybody nowadays has false nails. And also, again, like the light seers and like the enchanted, everyday enchanted tarot, and you've got all kinds of people from different nationalities, weights as slightly plumpish or fattish and slim, and that's what I like about it. There's no discrimination in this deck. Also, mirror. Treat your body like the palace it is. Be happy with what you have and who you are. Jump for joy each day. And again, this reminds me, be thankful for what you've got and enjoy each day as if it's your last day. Sleepover. Stars, you can manifest your every wish. And the ceiling is painted in a cosmic way. I like it. Dragons, slay them all. In other words, don't fear. You can slay, like the first card. She's got the sword. She's got oh God, my English is not good. Sorry, God. She's got an amputated leg here, and I think, she's defeating her fear of being laughed at because she's got an unreal leg. Some people look only on the exterior and not on the interior, and that's why I also love this deck. The sword. Make the change. Yes, if you cut your hair, she's ready to cut her hair, making the change. Only change when you feel like it. Beautify yourself. Enjoy it. Go to the hairdresser. Wings. You never need those wings to fly. No, you can reach for the sky and fly. Imagine that. Phoenix. How's that for a happy ever after? Rising Phoenix, rising out of the ashes. I love the way she's depicted that. It says once upon a time in the book. Red, forgive. Yes, forgive. And when you meditate, you can stand under the shower or in the bath and let everything go, and imagine it going down the plug hole, and you're free. And that is how I clear myself. Neutralize. And also red is earth yourself. Okay, that's the grounding chakra. Sun, paint the sun back into your sky. How that is so nicely said. Let the light in. This is a modern way of saying it. So paint your own sun back in your sky. Expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. No, you don't. You are just good enough at the way you are. Expectations. Also, don't expect that you won't get disillusioned. Lioness, you're your own lioness. This is the fairy card, and this is the mermaid card. Fairy tales. Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. Yes, and then she's drawn, I don't know whether you can see it, but she's literally drawn stretch marks here. You've earned them. Especially after being pregnant, you can get stretch marks. You've earned them. You're the mother. You've been dieting, perhaps. You've earned those stretch marks. Those are there to tell you and to remind you you're on the right path. You're doing for what you want. Good on you. Thorns. Weave together the crown you deserve. Yes, that's beautiful. And again, this is a pagan feel to it, like weaving the crown for the harvest festival or any other festival. Garden. Something lovely will grow from this. You hold the seeds. Look at her. She's holding a rose. Beautiful. You see, in most of the cards, you've got the sword. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. In other words, be the light. Flower. Be honest with yourself. Tree. Let them go. Don't get burned out. You see how the pictures speak? You're the flower. Tree. Let them go. Don't get burnt out by other people's energy. Don't get dismayed. Keep your pecker up. Keep your head up. Let them burn. They're burning themselves. They're burning their fingers. Lavender. Surround yourself with love. Lavender is love. It smells nice. It's relaxing. Gorgeous. I'm always enough. Definitely. Lighthouse. Don't doubt your worth. We all do that from time to time. I just told you about that, about the gatekeepers, yes. Sometimes I still can't believe that I can read the cards the way I do. I'm so blessed. Clover, release your guilt. You don't have to feel guilty about other people. If they don't want to be helped, you can't help them. You can only listen and support them. Again, this is a bit like the devil card, pulling the strings. Library, take control of your own narrative. Yes. Confidence, it comes with time and practice. Definitely confidence takes time. Learning to say no, the shortest sentence, yes, it's hard. Potion, remember to practice yourself. This could be meditation, this could be a spell, this could be another form of healing like meditation, contemplation, relaxation, and evaluation. This is a bit of a witchy deck, like I said. Muriel, be your own first priority. Yes, nicely said. Feather, think first before you judge. Definitely. And they're doing a levitation session here. Feather, think first before you judge. This is definitely a beautiful deck with regards to feeling worth. Be happy with who you are, what you are. There's room for improvement. Witch, justice is coming. Protest, start a revolution. Don't take anybody with protest. Protest, don't take somebody's word. Find out for yourself, okay? Start a revolutionist mean just say no, like I said. Make people aware of what you want. Feast, slow down and celebrate yourself. Yes. Otherwise you'll get burned out. Meditate, contemplate. Castle, it's time for healing, not war. Universe, we are all just stardust, yes. Whether we have passed over or whether we live, we are part of the big picture, the universe, the divine. Escapist, come home to yourself. Always return to your inner core, your true self. Nostalgia, focus on the here and now. Voyage, you already have all the answer. This could be a spiritual voyage, or this could be literally a voyage when you use it. And the mermaid card again. It was the fairy, the mermaid, and the princess. Okay. That's how she separated them. The shark, so again the mermaid card. Swim away from this situation, in other words, walk away. gold. This is the witch's card. You don't need someone else to fix you. No. This deck is more of self-love, self-awareness, and it's beautiful. Grey. Endings are inevitable. Well, we all have our ups and downs, and that's beginnings and endings. Villain. You can always rewrite the story. Yes, you can. Raindrops. Take a chance on them. Everybody deserves a chance. And water. Cleansing. Morning. The world awaits you. Again, the mermaid, because she's lying in bed underneath the water. The window is open, so yes. Sundress. Do it for you. Do something for yourself. Homeward. Take yourself out on a date. Be seen, in other words. Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. Sing your own song, for example. I think that's what's meant. Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. The Throne. Your potential is endless. The Princess, the Witch, or the Mermaid. I love this deck. Sweet. But the words are profound. Now, it's quite large if you've got small hands to shake the cards. The stock is really sturdy, but yet flexible. Just look at that. The matte finish. So let's have a look. What card is going to come out? Okay, I'll have to shake them again. I've got quite big hands, so I used to play the piano. Garden. Okay, we've got the garden. They're not gilded on the edges. The pictures are absolutely beautiful. So the cards are numbered. Let's see where it corresponds with the book. Yes, they do. It's the number and it's on page 16. Garden. Something lovely will grow from this. Either we sit around or dwell on our pain, or we learn how to grow something lovely out of it. Ready or not, it's time for the next chapter of your life. Do the thing you feel you most need to do in order to aid your healing. If it feels selfish, sometimes it needs to be a little selfish in order for it to work in the long run. Worry about focusing on you for now. Okay, so taking time out. What do you want? Look at the picture. Well, she's holding a just sprouted little rose. So this to me is the card, what you sow you shall reap as well. Something you are going to start will grow, but it takes time. Take time out. Don't sit around moping, taking action. And I just love these cards. I love the front of the book and the back of the book. And it shows you the princess, the witches, and the mermaid cards. And what I didn't say, this is the, I think, the princess card. And some of the cards have a fishtail or have a mermaid. And those are the mermaid cards. And then you have the fairy cards. Right. Fairy. Well, she's dressed in black, so I think that would be also the witch's card. Let's have a look. I'll just make it slightly smaller. Okay. I love sharing things with you. There you go. She's got also the sword. So that is like every day. Here we've got mermaids in the sky. We've got the book of the witches, the grimoire I think it's called. And here we've got the sword again. Here we've got the Cosmos. I think that will be the Witch's card. Everything with black. Right. Lovely. The sea is obviously the mermaid. The castle again. The swords. If I will take the black with that they are the witches. Witches hats. The castle again. She's got black. I like the way they don't have the witches hat in every picture, just in some of them, but they're wearing black. This one is the sword again. The sword is here. Again, you've got black here, and so on. And you've got the fairies here, so I think that's mermaids because it's water. You've got the mermaid in that one. You've got the pagan crown, making the pagan crown for the festival. So that's witchy again, black. Again, that's fairies, black. Mermaid, or the witch at the seaside. I love them. I wonder what you think of them. And also glasses. You know, you don't have to be pretty because you're already pretty, but you have to be willing to see it. Wow. And also in China, a broken cup, they get mended with gold. So that has a specific meaning as well. So have a look on Google what it means when a cup is restored with gold. Here you can see small details again, starfish, shells. So it's definitely a beautiful, also very modern, is that she's painted her hair blue. I love it. I hope you liked it too. Let me know, what do you think about this deck? Take care, stay safe, and be blessed as usual. And I'll see you in the live. Take care. Bye-bye.